411 Calisthenic Lifestyle Podcast, where we bring you tips and tricks to improving your calisthenic practice to get you faster results you deserve. Hotep, I am that I am. Some call me Haru, your modern monk, your cannabis fitness strategist. Back at it, here for you, connecting the dots, opening your eyes. Check a look out over here. This is what a brother's looking at. No, I just wanted to touch base with you. I want to welcome you back to our 411 Calisthenic Lifestyle podcast show, where we get deep, where we get, we start taking things to a level where levels have not been obtained, levels have not been touched. So that's what we're working on doing here. We want to take you into a deeper mindset, a deeper thought, a deeper emotional connection to who, what, when, why, and why we're here, and how these elements begin. I'm kind of thinking about, since this is a welcome back podcast, I've been thinking about the confused mind. That's a subject matter I've been talking about recently, and those of you who's actually following me on Facebook and my social media can tune into some of those videos that I do periodically throughout the week, just kind of giving you some thoughts and thinking on some concepts that I've been going through the mind, per se. Just got off a fast, a 3-day fast, the new moon fast, with apple juice. It's kind of interesting. I mean, even how it worked within my particular system, even though I've been practically living an intermittent fasting lifestyle for the last year and so. So it actually was kind of very forgiving, that fast. So I drunk unfiltered apple juice, 3 cups of that, plus 3 apples for 3 days. So come to find out 9, right? But at the same time, it's just some things we gotta really understand too, because confused minds are just what it is, a confused mind. Now, we tend to get our values, we get our belief systems from our family, starting with our family. Then we start getting into different institutions like your church, mosque, temple, whatever it may be. Then you start getting into your school systems, yada, yada, yada. And what are these, there's so much confusion going on that the confusion is accepted within the community or within the mindset of the individuals, right? Therefore, creating this confusion. And then what we're starting to see, a lot more confusion due to the lack of commonalities of certain things. I think we have gotten away from the spelling bee, the meaning behind words, what the words actually, roots to words, getting to understand it, and confused mind, but bringing about, chaotic minds, confused mind, chaotic minds. These are certain things I've been kind of seeing within my particular experiences. How you debating with yourself, how you wondering what you need to do and how you need to do it, and you don't have all the tools there yet, but you still jump out there, right? So just thinking about it, confused mind. How many people you think around you is confused? Seriously chaotic, but don't even really understand where they're, where they really reside, mentally, physically, spiritually, financially. There's so many elements in there now where it's a part of the fabric, right? Confused mind, chaotic, But what I'm here for, I'm here to explore it. I'm here to explore and talk about some of these issues confused minds and how we can, go back or link back or connect back to where we had sane minds, where we had true balanced minds, balance in mind, body, soul, every well-roundness. Or is that an illusion? You tell me. Something to think about. I know that for a fact. But that is really the key thing to think about. How are we developing these confused minds? How's these confused minds interacting with each other? Is it causing more confusion? Like I always say, information is the World War III. Who's controlling this information? Who's directing it? Who's allowing who to get it being part of it? 1984 comes to mind. Those of you who know what I'm talking about, go look it up. 1984, the movie. Not just the movie, go read the book. But confused minds, the propaganda, the television, the internet, all these things are just so a part of this big tool that's causing this confusion, that's causing this chaos, And we can't even now, and it's coming to a point where we can't even communicate with each other without having the chaos a little bit affected in there, or the confused mind affected within that particular situation. But what makes us different? What makes us think on a level where we can go deeper in consciousness? Like that movie Inception. They was going deeper and deeper within their dreams. And you already have that talent, that skill, the skill that we don't use, the skill that we hide, the skill that has not been told to you that you truly have. You're truly the Superman, the Superwoman, literally, the confused mind. The confused mind. That's what we're talking about here. The chaos, chaotic. We approach things in a confused manner. We respond in a confused manner. What is actually portraying? What is actually guiding us? What is actually putting this energy out there? You see what I'm saying? What is actually making us fulfill these actions of chaotic minds? Everything's drama. And then when we want to be in the present is not allowing us to be in the present. Y'all get that one of these days. Like I said, we all have purposes. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what our purpose is. Some of us can kind of pinpoint or find that direction, like following the northern star, right? Those of you who are with me, face the north. The north that we claim, the magnetic north. But we're causing confusion. We're causing chaos. Literally. And we're teaching our children how to do it and respond the same way. Think about this. Because we're not taking the time to address the serious issues that's going on into this culture. Literally, the serious issues. I'm talking about we can't even talk to each other anymore. Or talk with each other. You know what I'm saying? Discuss intelligent, amazing opportunities, discoveries that has been really truly opening up for others, that actually has an eye open and more living a more balanced life, as we talk about. But really, we don't know what balanced mean when you really think about it. Yes, concepts, ideas, theories. We're known for that in this country. Theorists. Yeah, he's a great theorist. He put out these theories and whatnot. Certain things are successful with whatever theories they may have. Think about that one. I mean, we're so intelligent as beings. We have the capabilities to think beyond. You see what I'm saying? Infinite. Keep going. Long lasting. We have that ability to question it. I have the ability to deliver this message, what I'm feeling tonight. You feel what I'm saying? On my podcast. I wanted to share with you this confused mind. But let me tell you this. You don't have to have the confused mind. You must live a positive outlook on life. I think when you look on the more positive outlooks on life, things start making more clear. They make more sense. They start connecting the dots for you. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like a drawing board, and you don't know the art is already done. The art is already done. You're just taking out as they say, you're just carving out what you're seeing, the design within that particular marble or concrete or whatever it may be. Confused mind. Chaotic. Disturbing. Is that another one they be out there saying is very disturbing? He's very disturbed, or she's very disturbed. And what is causing that? Stress, anxiety, and many other elements. And the funny thing is, all these degenerative diseases. Think about it, people. Especially those of you who was in the 80s growing up. You really didn't see that many people with arthritis and all these other different ailments and diseases that have been popping up recently in the last few decades. But it's through the food. We know that. But food is having us chaotic, having us confused. We don't know what to eat. Organic or non-organic, non-GMO and all this other stuff. Confusing us. Oh, so our dirt we grow outside our house is no good. It's tainted. It got problems. Confused minds. See, they flooding us with all this education, right? All this information where now we don't even know what is real out here. We don't know what's going on with the food. You see what I'm saying? This is giving you bad problems. You done ate apples? Nah, man, that's a, all of a sudden now you got an allergy to apples. It's crazy because what's going on with this particular society, not just this, as a whole and as a collective. Now it's starting to be worldwide because it's affecting the 100 monkey effect. Confused minds, chaotic minds. We're out of shape. Not just out of shape, out of mind shape as well. Allowing entities to come up in your entity and do what they tell you to do instead of what you're actually telling yourself within your heart, within your soul. You feel me? Because you have that capabilities, you have that power. Nobody can take that from you. I'm just here to trigger it, wake it up. Come on, because it's there. I talk about calisthenics, I talk about health, fitness, cannabis, and many other different subject matters, But I want you to start thinking, going within, understanding this confused mind, then alleviate, start controlling it, start developing education where you can systemize this confusion and start making it actually a proposition, an opportunity. And I know people be having it bad. I feel you. Look, I'm with you. I've been there, done that most times. And I can tell you the story too. A lot of cats talking about they grinding and this and that. You know. What kind of grinding? You know? It definitely comes down to some things. Living your life to the best quality of what you can have it. And don't take me wrong, that's definitely debatable. But at the same time, why not live it holistically? You feel what I'm saying? Holistically. And that's with an H. You know. But confused minds, chaotic minds. Yeah, we got a lot of work, folks. I mean, it seemed like we're going backwards. I mean, like I said, after the 70s, the 80s came in, they changed the whole agenda on the mindset of the people in general. That wasn't just coming out of the civil rights movement. No, the civil rights movement was just a little inky binky tiny part of that. The true movement is controlling the people. What can they do with the people? You feel what I'm saying? And if they get everybody involved, they can make things happen, people. Confused minds, chaos. You know, look at your news channels. Look at all of them are doing the same thing. How are we not figuring that out? They all got the same thing, got the pretty, and you probably can count them on your fingers. How many people working for them? Pinpoint all the national or ethnicities that's working for them. When you're talking about this system, this propaganda system, that's causing a lot of this confused minds, causing this chaos, causing the confusion to keep you in fear, to keep us in fear daily. Oh, what if this happened? What if I got bit by a squirrel? Or what if I, this and that? It's an understanding, it's respect. No disrespect intended for those of you who are watching, but at the same time, I'm like, question it. Question everything. Why would they say these things? Why would they come off with these things? The trick is in your media. That's the trick. They just happen to have your treat. The treat is that dollar bill. The trick or treat. Come on. We in October too. So this is perfect for that metaphor. Confused minds. We forgot what the holiday stands for. We forgot everything, literally. Then we don't pay attention to history or her story until it's too late, if that. Pass it on to the next. Pass it on to the next. It makes me come to think about when you think about like certain leaders or certain people they was applauding back in the earlier years, the Mark Twains and the, all these Gandhis, Mahatma Gandhis and Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Elijah Muhammad and a few other different people out there. It's kind of interesting when you're looking at their makeup, who's really, who are we? I don't even know who are those particular leadership models in today's society now. Because you don't really hear, don't take me wrong, I know Deepak Chopra got some kind of influence, but I don't know if it's like that, on that level, like a Martin Luther King or anything like that. I don't even think Anthony Robbins even got that kind of pull, So when you think of, that's one of the things, and I think that's where a lot of the confusion is too, because now we're starting to see, well, what I'm noticing is all the geniuses are who they're claiming geniuses. They're doing something on the software element or doing something, Silicon Valley on that level where they're making all this crazy money. Not saying that's something I'm striving to do or striving to be, but it's kind of funny how these guys are not really doing, they're really not contributing when you think about to humanity as a whole. You know what I'm saying? Far as how, and what I mean by that is like, well, Einstein did something where people think in relativity and certain things, and they giving him these credits. Don't take me wrong. I don't know Edison. I never was there when Edison was born, and I read some of his philosophy and stuff like that. But we got to realize that these things have been a part of the fabric. Building certain things, building certain models, or giving you certain ideas and concepts. He was known to say, well, use your imagination. You see what I'm saying? Use your imagination. That's more powerful than anything else. So, and that's something that I'm actually stating down in this. Confused minds, chaotic minds. How do we address these issues? How do we overcome these problems? Yes, I think we must network more. I think the people must be more interactive. And I'm not just saying like we partying all the time and we're doing things together. We're building nations. We're building communities. We're building villages. You know what I'm saying? We're building self-sustain ability for people to be able to produce and live a more prosperous, fulfilling life. That's the purpose. You feel what I'm saying? Well, we don't have to worry about nothing. We don't have to worry about people coming in our neighborhood and coming, destroying our this, destroying our that. No, if you're giving people opportunity to build, to use that knowledge, to use that wisdom of what they have learned, that skill, so be it. Then it will bring back more harmony, more balance to this nation or to this world. That's just some philosophy I got. I'm not saying it's mine. And like I say, do your own homework. Do your own due diligence. Do your own research. I'm not claiming I know anything and I know everything. I had a few experiences. Just want to share them with you. You feel me? And kind of take you inside. I think inside of going deeper within consciousness, deeper within the thinking, and using your imagination, what kind of scenarios we can actually develop with the power of the mind, or the mastermind, as they would state it, Napoleon Hill. The confused mind, the chaotic mind. Why the chaos? Why the drama? Some cases this confusedness or chaoticness can help you build a more solid foundation for those of you who are aware. Let me repeat that. Aware of your responses, of your reactions that we have with people on a daily basis. In some cases, you might be, it's a daily basis because you're doing it with yourself too, unless you just sleep. But technically, if you're dreaming, you're still interacting with yourself. That makes sense. No science here. Just want to give you some thought. Give you some thinking to think about, to be aware. Confused minds, chaotic minds. I appreciate all this information. I appreciate the access to the internet, having it available. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate these things. These are tools, though. They're tools to be used, tools to be manipulated as well. You feel what I'm saying? To better our productivity. That's what it is here for. But what we have gotten to as a people, or as a species, we have gotten to rely more on the technology side, therefore causing the confusion, therefore chaoticness, as we would say. Even though we sometimes, and some of us, are at our best, our peak, in the confusion, in the chaotic situations. Mind, body, soul. But how do we manipulate it? How do we go back into it and build it up? See, you must be educating yourself daily. You have to, even if it's just a little read. You get a few, you get a few pages in. You know what I'm saying? You watch a few videos. You read a few of those emails that's coming to your email daily. Grasping and making sure you got positive information coming to your emails, positive information coming to your vibration or to your frequency. You feel what I'm saying? And you're able to grasp it, bring it up, or therefore balance it on with your frequency, if that makes sense to you. Confused minds, chaotic minds. I'm there. We're all dealing with some kind of confusion, some kind of chaos, But we must overcome that. We must have the drive. We must have the ambition, like Tupac was saying back in '96. The ambition to keep going, to keep it up, to stay as positive as you can, even though it's so much negativity out here. But it's a lot of positive out here too. It's just about finding it, grasping it, seeing it, enjoying it, the present, as they would say. That's the key. Enjoying your life, enjoying the moments, sitting down with your children and really dialoguing with your children. You know what I'm saying? That's the best remedy, let me say it, and the best love you can give your child. Just giving them the true time. You know what I'm saying? Even, giving them more time and letting them know they appreciate it. Letting you know you love them. You don't even have to say that. It's just about certain actions, I think. I'm very action orientated. I like saying it every once in a while, but I gotta say it more as I get older. You kind of see what I'm saying? The more you put out, the more you get, right? Reciprocity, And that's the whole point about staying on track. Literally, staying on track. You're gonna have some confusions, you're gonna have some chaos, but you gotta get back on the sail. You gotta get back on the boat, brother, sister. You definitely gotta do that. There's gonna be some confusion, there's gonna be some chaos, and there's gonna be people that's really, really close to you. Most of the cases, underestimate who you truly are. That's what I think. Because it's interesting, even when you're looking at, here's an example. Take some time to think about all your family members and how you put them on these certain scales. Think about that, and you can actually pinpoint certain things from those family members, as far as if they good or bad, right? Or how you justify who you would trust or who you would not trust, in other words. You feel what I'm saying? You have that ability. Now think about that. That's a powerful tool. Because that will bring the awareness. That will bring the aha moments where you can start, okay, now I got to start adjusting, making the right adjustments, making the right movements, the measurements, so I can be able to get the results that I'm searching for. Because we're all searching. We're all on a journey, It might not be, a lot of us might not be going on the same route. We might hit each other every once in a blue moon, those of you who's actually listening to this right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm able to bump you, bump you off track to think about, am I on track or off track? You feel me? Confused minds. Chaotic minds. Where you stand? Who you allowing to enter the mind, into your heart? You feel me? Who you allow in there? Some cases, there's some trolls. There's some cats out there trying to get you. Yeah, saying? But see, that's the key thing of knowing that self, building your self-confidence up, your self-esteem up, your power up. So you don't even care what them folks are saying about you. Whatever they putting out here about Haru, let them say it, the modern monk. They don't know me, they don't know nothing. But what I give, see what I'm saying, or what I live, and that's powerful. Those of you peeping in on this know what I'm saying. Now that's powerful. Because see, we examples, we gotta be the examples. We gotta show confidence. We gotta show empowerment for our youth today. They don't have no examples. That's what I'm trying to say. Why are we having all this confused minds, chaotic minds? Our youth don't have nobody to follow. Brother, and I'm not no big follower, but they don't have no good examples. There ain't been no good examples out here for a few decades now. I mean, everybody's been falling to the wayside, even though we shouldn't be idolizing nobody or worshiping anybody. My point is, we need to start taking more responsibility, more accountability with our own actions, being the examples, being more great fathers, being more great mothers, utilizing, family opportunities where we're seeing, results, true results, where you're starting to see, okay, well, we got all these children in here, they done became, the whole 12th grade just became, valedictorian. You feel what I'm saying? It's possible in these days and time, because the access to information is unbelievable. That's what I'm saying, where the World War III is here. It's causing the chaos. It's causing the confused mind. How do we take back control? How do we gain back our power? You see what I'm saying? Empowering yourself. You can only do that. You can listen to others that can maybe inspire. But other than that, you the only one who can make that choice. Uh-oh, there's another word. There's another word right there. Not to hurt you, just to have you think a little bit what's going on. What's going on between the pineal gland, or the psychic gland. You feel me? What's going on between there? What's going on in your heart? Is it confused? Are you allowing confusion to come in 24/7, 7 days a week? Because that's what we see on these television sets. Keep you occupied. And then don't talk about the news. The news is just something else. Just something else these days. But like I said, we ain't gonna hold you too long. Just think about it. And like I said, do your own homework, do your own due diligence, do your research. Dig deeper. I don't know anything. I'm just giving you my experiences, my thoughts, my concepts, using my imagination. I just want you to think about this confused mind, chaotic mind. And we out. You have a peaceful, great, powerful week or weekend, wherever you are on the planet. Peace.